Hello, I'm Ginkgo Sequoia and I'm the author of the book The Tree Mystic. Today's extract is about planning for retirement and the afterlife. It's with Solly the Tree Mystic, who's enjoying a spell in prison, and his warden, Gringe. Start with a little Chinese proverb: dig your well before you are thirsty. Instead of bribery, Solly had found an alternative way to acquire his daily bread in prison. He had befriended Gringe, his jailer, a man with grey stubble on his chin, suffering brown eyes, and a shirt long overdue a good wash. Solly had been drip feeding him a cocktail of possibility, hope and expectation, until Gringe could see a future that he had previously not dared imagine. Solly also asked Gringe a set of carefully crafted questions to establish what made him tick. He learnt that Gringe's greatest desire was to be rich, that his greatest fear was staying poor, and that only his pet made him happy. Gringe arrived at Solly's cell door with some bread and water. "Why is it, Mr. Solly, that you look so happy? In fact, you look as if you're on holiday rather than in prison. Are you not aware that this is a house full of murderers, scoundrels and thieves? If you want a life of purpose and joy, you cannot just float around the butterflies, Gringe. You must visit the wet markets and the back alleys of the postcodes that many people would wish to avoid. The body must go to the places that the mind fears. I am also happy because I am not pinning my hopes on the future. I am enjoying living in the present now. This is where you find happiness." "How could you possibly do that? You are surrounded by cockroaches and the dark heart of India." "I value my time here. That is because I value all of my time wherever I am. Some people think that the future will be better. They say things like, 'I will be sitting on a beach or moving into my new house soon. I cannot wait.' However, until that moment, they waste their time by doing things like counting the clock down or little puzzles. They yawn. They toss great chunks of their precious life away as if they were throwing crusts of perfectly good bread into the river." Gringe scratched his stubbly chin. "I think that I spend most of my life trying to survive and preparing for a better future. I work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. Do you think that I am right to sacrifice my time so that I can enjoy a better future? Let me clarify something. A true sacrifice will not reduce your present happiness. If it does, then it is the wrong type of sacrifice. With regards to the better future that you mentioned, were you referring to your retirement or your afterlife?" Gringe stopped cleaning the floor and rested his chin on the end of his mop handle. "I was thinking about my retirement." "Oh, can I ask, are you religious?" "No. Why do you ask?" "Well, if life is hard, at least the religious believe that they have salvation and a place in heaven or paradise to look forward to." What do you and other non-believers have to look forward to after death? We live in hope. Tell me again, Grinch, what are you going to do in preparation for your retirement? I'm working hard in order that I have some savings put away. I think that I understand. You are doing what many other people do. They do not rely on hope. They study and work very hard during their working life to save for their retirement. What is wrong with that? Can you explain to me why you are prepared to sacrifice the best part of your working life to save up for your retirement, but leave the comfort of your afterlife, which might last for an eternity, to hope? What do you recommend? I recommend that you don't make your principal investments in religion, a retirement savings plan, or hope. I suggest that you plan for immortality instead. This way, there is no need for salvation from death, only salvation from an unfulfilled or bad life. Why are you telling me this? You ask me. I also have responsibilities. The first is to help you enjoy a spiritual life during your time on earth. The second is to help you plan for your retirement without sacrificing the best years of your life. The third is to make sure that you don't just leave something behind when your body dies, but that through what you have left behind, you carry on living. How exactly? Dig your well before you are thirsty. What does that mean? Dig a well and fill it with a purposeful life that your spirit can drink from. Do not confuse your well with your will. Your well needs to go beyond being something that you are remembered for. It must continue to live and flow for eternity. All those following in your footsteps must be able to draw from it, not just your close family. Grinch dragged his mop and bucket back across the cell floor. Are you suggesting that I shouldn't save for my future? No. I understand that you need to provide for yourself when you are no longer working. I am just saying that it is your well that will make you wealthy and give you a rich mind, not your savings account. Grinch wrung his mop out before mopping Solly's shoes. I hadn't thought about it like that. Why do you think that I'm here, Grinch? I think that possibly you are filling up your well, which would explain why you are singing like a songbird. Solly smiled and handed Grinch a bookmarker inscribed with his last words of wisdom. It said, "I have lost all that I had, except that which I have given away." That's all for that particular extract. There's more on Grinch and being in jail and the prison governors in the book. You can buy the book on Amazon or on thetruemystic.com. Hope you'll listen more and watch. Thank you.